Behold the bounties of 1/2 hour busking in the east side of Flagstaff, Arizona. Huzzah! Got an entire pizza, an entire thing of wings, $20, which 3 of it went to that Steel Reserve, and a Gatorade. 1/2 hour. Going back out there. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to beautiful Flagstaff, Arizona. Just waking up here in camp. Got a okay night's sleep last night. There's a smoke inversion from the prescribed fires that are happening all around town. So woke up a little bit earlier and a lot more coffeeier than I wanted to this morning. But let's give you an overview of I made this camp a couple of days ago. I've been sitting here. I found a chair and a bucket. Made this nice fire ring with a little grate on it. And I thought that I'd start out this morning. There's been some people that have been asking about the kind of gear that I carry, so I might as well rip my bag apart and show you the stuff that I'm carrying. But be warned, I carry way fucking more gear than most people do. I'm a pack mule, so be warned beforehand. So let's start out here. So I got my guitar case. In my guitar case, I carry dental floss, needles for sewing, random patches. I got headphones. I've got a Baofeng UV5 scanner with scanner accessories in that Union Pacific case. Got my guitar case, my guitar with capo, picks, and all the other guitar stuff that's in there. I got my food stuff here. I kicked down a pizza the other day. And I got random stuff in this green bag. It's like beans and some Little Debbie snacks and Cheez-Its and some other road food that I'm going to get more when I leave here. For bedding stuff, I got 2 sleeping pads. They're loud as hell and blue, but they are the most comfortable thing in the world, and I will continue to carry them. I got a 21-degree Kelty down bag, which I'm going to switch out hopefully here in the next couple weeks for a 0-degree bag. I've got an Outdoor Research Advanced Bivy Sack. That is probably one of the most important pieces of gear that I carry with me. That has saved my life more than one time. I rarely use it because I usually have this tarp that everything's sitting on, but that is a great piece of gear. Love it. Can't speak highly of it enough. We got my pot, my stove, and my fuel right there. I got a rain jacket with a protective little bag that it's in. I got all my clothes in that Sea to Summit bag right there. It's like dirty socks and underwear, and got long underwear in there, as well as a pair of shorts and an extra t-shirt there. I've got my Duluth jacket, which is another essential piece of gear that I've had forever. Love that thing. Duluth work jackets are some of the best things that I've ever worn in my life. So looking for a good jacket to ride with. It's pretty good. I got a wool buff, pair of gloves, and my beanie on top of there. I got my 2 signs that I fly, and as well as a notebook that I keep in my guitar case over there that says that my camp's occupied, please don't jack my shit, pretty much. Let's see here. Over here, I got a whole bunch of random stuff that I carry in the top part of my pack. I got some stickers, extra plastic bag, fat Sharpie for making signs, random fireworks, mainly for scaring dogs away, spoon, random markals, hacky sack. This is a water key for opening water. I also got this piece of string right here. This is my improvised smiley. Essentially a railroad spike fits in that end of the loop, and I can just fit a railroad spike anywhere on the tracks if I run into some sketchy situation where I need to smack somebody with a piece of metal. I got my essentials bag here that I carry in a part of my pack. I got a COVID mask, string, notebook, markals, knife sharpener, emergency blanket, extra painkillers, lighter, chapstick, and a gear repair kit, and some matches. Got my electronics kit. I got a 10,000, or I think it's 20,000 milliamp hour power bank, random cords, plug in that Crown Royal bag. I got, a hacky sack, and that other Crown Royal bag is all toiletries. Got the normal toiletries you'd think people would have, toothbrush and brush and some stuff like that. I got a full first aid kit. I've got some medical training, so it's come in handy multiple times on this trip. I wanted to keep out the Narcan and the Gold Bond, because those things are super important to carry. Always carry Narcan. You never fucking know if you're going to run into somebody that ODs or just whatever. It's just good to carry. Gold Bond, essential. Chafe sucks. I got my headlamp. Pair of binoculars is in this bag, a little tiny pair of binoculars. I got a sun buff here. I've got a plastic bag full of plastic bags, because when you're on the train and you gotta go, you gotta go. As well as some tickets right there, some toilet paper. Got my multi-tool. It's a Gerber suspension, I think is what it's called. Bear spray, important. Fixed blade knife. I got a camera stand for my phone. This is a fold-out solar panel right here, which is great when you're out in the middle of nowhere and you need stuff to charge with. Sunglasses, the book that I'm reading, which is Red Hot Chili Peppers lead singer bio that I found in Dunsmuir. Let's see, we got some paracord wrapped around a stick, sunscreen, bug spray, extra compression sack I just found on the ground yesterday. And yeah, that's pretty much it, other than Guillermo here hanging out, my road dog. Yes, I'm a grown man that hangs out with a stuffed animal. Get over it. And I got my Osprey 70-liter Aether pack. This is like probably, I cannot say better things about this pack. This is, a lot of people talk shit about Osprey and riding trains, but this is the most comfortable, can take all the weight that I need, carry it long distances, and as long as you're not tossing it off of a train at freaking, 30 miles an hour, it'll hold up. This thing's been with me for a year now, but my last one I was riding for 4 years, and it still hasn't taken a shit. It's just stored away right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of stuff. I'd say the dry weight of my pack is probably, I don't know, 40 pounds, 45 pounds. It's probably like 30, 35 pounds for the dry weight. Once you add stuff like water, by the way, this is another thing that I have, is this, the cran grape or the cranberry ocean spray plastic handle plastic handle jug is probably one of the best water bottles I've ever had. It can stand up to getting tossed around, thrown off trains, and it's just the best thing that I've found to carry water in. I had a carabiner there to clip it to my pack, as well as alcohol and random bags that I've thrown everywhere. And then as for like what I've got bibs on right now. These are Duluth bibs. They're freaking great. I was never a bib person before, and then another rider talked me into trying out a pair, and so I bought a pair, and this is like the best pair of clothing you could ever fucking wear to ride or travel with or whatever. It's warm. It withstands all the crap with trains, and they're utilitarian, and they're freaking comfortable as hell. Love them. I got stuff that I carry with me in my bibs. I've got cigarettes, lighter. I've got a unit key on this string, and also some like trinkets and stuff that I have in my bibs, as well as a pocket knife. I got my wallet in that pocket, carry my phone in that pocket, and then random stuff in my pockets, as well as this is a Duluth flannel. I wear all Duluth shit because it's good and it lasts. Yeah, hat, sunglasses, that's about it. So, yeah, that's it. That's my gear loadout. Everyone seems to be doing one, and people have been asking me for mine, so there you go. Okay, so got ourselves a trip coming up. It's really the never-ending trip of 2023. I no longer have a job. My van took a shit, so I don't have a place to live anymore. So pretty much just traveling is what it is until I can get another job to hopefully fix the van, or I don't know, do something. So just some updates from what's been going on. I've been on the road for like 3.5 months now. I went all over the place. I went to Cheyenne to Portland, Seattle all the way back down to Los Angeles, back to Seattle, all over the damn place. But it's all lines that I've already had videos of, so I didn't want to make any content for that. But now we're in Flagstaff, like I said, and we're heading east out of Flag to Belen, New Mexico, which I had footage of that, but it got stolen in Santa Fe. If you remember my last video coming out of Bend, talking about that. So I'm gonna get that line, as well as what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Belen, New Mexico. We're We're gonna get on the rail runner train up to Santa Fe, hitchhike to Trinidad, Colorado, and then get BNSF out of Trinidad north to Denver. And then from Denver, I'm going back over the Rockies to Grand Junction, Colorado to grab some gear for my van. I got my 0 degree sleeping bag and a new pair of boots. Got to put on because mine are trashed. And from there, who knows? Might go east. I don't know. We'll find out. But here we are in Flag. And I'm heading to Walmart and then to the catch-out. Well, after a whole bunch of track work, looks like we're finally leaving Flagstaff. Oh, Winslow bound and Belen. Came from the San Francisco peaks way over there. Hanging out in the Winslow yard, crew changing. Morning. Welcome to Belen, New Mexico, kind of. So the trains stop way far out of town, and I've got about a 4 to 5 mile walk down the tracks to get to town from here. I decided to get off here rather than mess with being in the yard. Slept under this tree last night. It was nice. And it's like a military base or something going on over there. There's gunshots and bombs and stuff going off. But I'm gonna walk down the tracks. Hopefully no one gives me any shit because it goes directly to the rail station where I'm going. And then up to Santa Fe and see how that goes. This walk is gonna suck. I tried to walk the tracks and not even half a mile down the tracks, there's the bull sitting on the road watching over the train tracks. So I had to come all the way over this road, and it's gonna be a while, freaking probably 5 miles now plus to get back to the rail station. I can't walk the tracks, so that's fun. So this is the Belen Harvey House Museum. You can see the old Santa Fe Belen depot right there. I think they got a different one now. It's that other building over there. But this is the Harvey House. I would go in there. It's like an old railroad museum, but it's closed today, or else I would totally go in there. But this is the Belen yard right here. It's pretty gigantic. It's one of the biggest ones in between the east and west coast. You can see they got the refueling pads right there the trains are sitting at, and then they got the inspection on the left over there. That's the eastbounds going that way, and the westbounds are fueling coming this way. You can see right there. And then in between is a big like switching yard and stuff. All the GMs terminate here in Belen. They got a little like container lift that I didn't actually notice they had the last time that I was here. If the camera will focus over there on the left too. But yeah, this is the Belen yard, hanging out here, and I'm going that way towards the mountains to Albuquerque. I'm going up that track. It goes straight there. That's the rail runner train that takes you between Belen, Albuquerque, and Santa Fe. And yeah, finally made it. That was a long walk. It was a good freaking 5, 6, 7 miles I had to walk get over here, but waiting for the train. I got an hour to wait. Rolling through the Albuquerque yard right now. These are the old rail shops in Albuquerque here, and I have no want or need to go to downtown Albuquerque at all. I'm going to skip this place and go straight to Santa Fe because it is ghetto Albuquerque. Just met some dude in the park saying his son got shot by accident here just a week ago. I have no want to be in Albuquerque at all. Look at that. Old stuff. So we're waking up here in Santa Fe. Slept right here last night. Actually, these buildings and this highway. Got in here kind of right at dark last night on the bus, and or on the train rather, the rail runner train. And I was going to try to fly a sign and also try to check and see if there's some chicken left over at the church's chicken, but immediately got a bad vibe about this place. There's home bums everywhere. Most of them seem like they're all twacked out of their goddamn mind. And the gas station made me take my backpack off before coming in, and that's like not a great sign of an area if they make you do that. This is my huge backpack. Like, what am I gonna steal? What am I gonna happen to, you know, shove into that while it's all packed up with everything happening? So either way, I'm getting out of Santa Fe. There's a shuttle that's $3 that takes you to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm gonna go try up there to hitch to get to Trinidad. And yeah, because Santa Fe just does not seem like a good place. It wasn't really that great when I came here the last time, but it seems a lot worse now. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to the Maverick, and then I'm gonna hike up to the bus stop. It doesn't come until 4:20 in the afternoon, so I'll probably give a little overview of downtown Santa Fe while I'm here. Why not? All right, I gotta get some video of this. These are some of the cheapest beer prices I've ever seen on the West Coast. $160 for a can of Steel Reserve. $188 for a 34-ounce Milwaukee's Best. $217 for a 40 of Steel Reserve. This is the Food King in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Come here, it is good. It is very good. I don't know what I'm gonna get yet. So we got the Santa Fe 5030 right here in Santa Fe in the park, hanging out waiting for a bus here. Found this gem. I love the Santa Fe Railroad. It's one of my favorites. And that's pretty freaking neat. I want to go up in there. Looks like you can get up in there, but let's go play around, drink some wine, and act like I'm a real engineer. I'm a real boy. But yeah, pretty neat. It's about to rain. Gotta get back to the bus stop. It's gonna rain on me. Next stop is Las Vegas, New Mexico. I've been to Las Vegas, Nevada, never been to Las Vegas, New Mexico, so check another one off my list. Peace out, 5030. Finally out of Las Vegas. Hello everyone, welcome to Trinidad, Colorado. I just got a ride from Las Vegas, 120 miles up here to Trinidad with a nice couple that bought me coffee, and yes, very, very nice. Thank you very much, both of you, if you end up watching this video. We got more trains here. Got a CNS locomotive. I don't know what CNS stands for. I'm not really sure. Central and Southern, I don't know. But so we're gonna have to walk 3 miles that direction, mainly up the tracks, which I'm not really looking forward to because it goes through a yard and stuff, but we're gonna see what happens to get up to where the crew change is around here, and then try to head north to Denver out of there. It should be a nice place to camp, and I was able to sit and fly a sign and buy another box of wine, some other stuff. Made some pretty good money hanging out here for like less than an hour, so 120 mile ride and flying a sign. Not bad. But so what we're gonna do now is go north and then try to avoid this. The wind is blowing in the opposite direction, but I'm thinking this is looking like it's coming towards us for some reason, so that's not good because where we're going is the middle of nowhere, completely open with no cover. Either way, let's get to it. Next stop, up there. This is pretty much Trinidad. It's not bad, so far at least. Got the Trinidad yard here. It's looking pretty dead. Pretty dead. Warning, structures on this track will not clear, man on side of car. Watch out for that. I wonder how many people have jumped on this string expecting it to go somewhere in the middle of town. Waited on it for like 3 years and still nothing came and picked it up. I still got this storm, impending storm. It's looking like it's building this direction. Not good. I still have at least 2.5 miles that direction. And We're going. So we got this sweet old warehouse, abandoned warehouse here. It says that all commodities enter upon this premises are property of Lawrence Warehouse Company. I don't know what Lawrence Warehouse Company is, but this seems like way back in the day, like the ATSF era. And it's abandoned and it's open. I'm curious about going in there, but it looks dark as fuck. Might check it out for a second and see. But also, about the storm, it's impending. So we got like 2 miles to walk. It's not great. Fucking aspen logs holding up the goddamn ceiling. It's sketchy, but it's fucking cool. Wooden floor is rotten through too. So it would be a great squat in the rain. Well, at least I know this is here just in case. The roof is falling down. Haven't seen a single rail tag in here. Shortcut? Maybe. Might leave my tag in here. Look. Well, it might be a godsend that we found this building. Because right as soon as I was leaving, it started to rock outside. It is raining. I came back up in here. We're gonna wait this rainstorm out and see what happens. But yeah, it's I think it's gonna rain really hard here for a little bit. But yeah, if I would have been walking, this would have been miserable. My pack and everything. There's no more cover anywhere that way, so got to squat for a little bit, hang out, and see what happens here. Well, it's especially fortuitous that we found this building, because if I would have kept walking, I just looked at the weather and there's a giant red cell that would have been going over right where I was trying to walk to with no cover at all. That would have been not good. So I think that most of it's passed right now for a little while. And I keep walking here a little bit. I was sitting up in that windowsill and one of the sheriffs drove by on the road over there, so I don't know. I don't think he saw me or anything, but it'd be good to get a move on here in a little bit anyway. But yeah, this is a pretty nice thing to find for that rainstorm. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain as much when I leave, because this is a good 1.5 mile walk back to get back. There's a whole loft. There's a door behind here that leads down to, there's a basement underneath me, and these floorboards are rotting away, and it's kind of sketchy, but I have no want to see what's in that basement. I pretty much know what's in that basement: a whole bunch of black widows, possibly scorpions, maybe a rattlesnake or two. I have no want to go down there, but yeah, it's pretty nice. This is some Last of Us shit right here. The rain coming through with the sun. And look at the light in here. It's freaking beautiful right now. Pretty incredible. What does it mean? What does it mean? Look at that scenery. Double rainbow, farmhouses. So I forgot to mention why I'm hitchhiking on this line. So there is a line this way that goes back to Santa Fe, back to Belen. And there's a line this way that comes from Amarillo, Texas. This line to the right that goes down Santa Fe is out of service, mainly except for Amtrak. They might run a couple of freights on that, but I'm not sure. I don't think they run anything but Amtrak on that way. It comes up from, it goes to Belen, it goes to Las Vegas, and then comes up this way over Raton Pass is what this way is. And this way comes from Albuquerque. This is where it turns into directional running for BNSF. Up here, going this direction is north only, except for Amtrak. And then the southbounds go through La Junta, which is like way that way. So yeah, this is directional running going north only. This is the Y where those two lines join back up with one another. The line, the Raton subdivision, maybe, I don't know what it's called, but the one that goes over Raton Pass is pretty much out of service for Amtrak. And then I don't know what the subdivision is called. Dalhart maybe is the next crew change that way. I don't know, but I coming from that way, so we're going this way another couple of miles to get to where we got to be and see what it looks like. It's my first time going to be there. Okay, so we got our fire set up here. And let's see if my woodsman skills are still up to par. So we're waking up here in Trinidad. I made this nice little campfire ring in this like camp here in this juniper. Had a nice night of eating ramen, listening to music and podcasts, and watching the trains go by. Got some more water. And now we're just hanging out this morning waiting for a train to go into Denver as quickly as possible because I want to get there in the daytime. There is this GM sitting there that I could take, but I I don't like taking the GM through the Front Range because there is a possibility that it could terminate in Pueblo and or Colorado Springs, and I don't want to take that chance. So I'm going to take either coal or the stack train. I don't know when the stack train comes through here, but if it does, I'm going to try to take that. And yeah, hanging out until then, enjoying the Colorado scenery. Here's my stack train pulling in. Hopefully it stops far enough back for me to get on. So we're still here in Trinidad, Colorado. You can see the town over there. We're just kind of out here in the night. Got my campfire over here. And it's been nothing since the trains passed this morning. The stack train came in, and it doesn't crew change here. I should have figured that out on my own. But yeah, we're just it's about almost 1 o'clock in the morning right now, and we're just kind of hanging out. The freeway's dying down. There's a gigantic pack of coyotes directly across from me. There's got to be at least 10 or 12 of them that I was hearing over there. So I'm keeping my campfire built up and hanging out and waiting. There should be a coal train coming in soon, hopefully. But yeah, just hanging out in the middle of the night. I've been listening to a Time Suck podcast episode about the Amityville horror, sitting next to this campfire listening to the coyotes. Freaking me the fuck out here. So I'm so far out of town in the middle of the woods, just my campfire, but it'll be all right. I'll get this train soon. It's coming, hopefully. If you don't hear from me and you get this footage, you'll know weird things have happened. We're passing through the Trinidad crew office right now. On my way out in a CP unit. My first time in a Canadian unit. There she goes, Trinidad crew office. Finally out of Trinidad. All right. So we're waking up here the next morning.
51-2. Do step van when you get to Lyle.
And we're on our way to Denver, past Colorado Springs. It's not that exciting, but it's gonna get cold in Denver. It's a low of 22 tonight. That's about as low as my sleeping bag can go. And then the next night, the low is like 11 degrees.
I'll let Boy City know. They'll have to figure out on that side because I don't have anything over here.
So I gotta go. Got the Front Range shrouded in clouds over there. Got an auto rack loading facility here right outside of Littleton. So we're pulling into Littleton right now. Dreary looking day in Denver. If I didn't mention before, I'm on a mid DPU on a really long coal train. The defect detector said this train has 1,024 axles. That's a lot of cars. It's basically 2 coal trains put together. And I'm in the CP unit. I've never been in a CP unit, and it's not much different except for the fact that these Canadian units have a hot plate with a kettle. And those, you don't see those in the other like American engines, which is nice. I just made some coffee. It was pretty nice. Very Canadian, feels like. Yeah, rolling into Denver. Should be getting off here soon. Hopefully it stops before the yard. This is the Q train coming. If you can see in the wells, you see that snow? There's a lot of snow in the wells of that car. And that's coming from Cheyenne, further north. I don't like that. I've got to get to my warmer gear before it snows. It's not good. I only have a 21 degree sleeping bag. It's already going to get below 10 degrees going over the pass over to Grand Junction. It's going to warm up again. I can go grab my gear over there, but man, it's going to be so cold. I'm not looking forward to it. We're stopped outside of freaking Angleton or something. I don't know. Between Littleton and the next town in the north. I'm considering getting off here, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea, riding the light rail. I don't have any money, so I'd have to ride it. Take my chance riding it for free and see if they kick me off or not. But I'm really, really far outside of Denver. Like, I'm considering just waiting on this thing till it moves. But if it crew changes and goes, it'll still probably stop before it enters the yard up at like 38th Street or whatever. But if it crew changes and takes off up north, that's not going to be good for me. So we'll see what happens. Well, getting off here, gonna take my chance with the light rail. I don't know when this thing's gonna move. It could be sitting here all day for all I know. Bye, Canadian Pacific Unit, you were nice. Bye, train. So this is Denver's 16th Street Mall. I have to walk. I took the wrong light rail line, so I have to walk all the way to Union Station and then up from there, get to where I'm going. It gets interesting around here sometimes. Not the greatest place to like walk around at night, but should be fine getting to Union Station. It's not too far, 8 blocks or so. So we're in the park right outside of downtown Denver. I don't plan on sticking around Denver. I'm just gonna walk up to the place to get the train to Grand Junction. But this is Denver. It's cold, and I need to get out of here before it gets colder. I don't have the right gear to be sleeping in below 20 degree temperatures at night. So got a long ass walk. I have no idea how long it is. I'm guessing it's like 5 miles to get to where we're going. All right.